Alright, we're back with another video for once. And TDS, Tesla Tower, new update. So let's hop in it and see what's going on. Alright, new Tesla Tower. Tesla is a new tower that excels in defending with a mix of good AoE, stun, crowd control damage. I think this might be our first AoE, like full circle unit, if it is like that. There's a bunch of mode changes, I guess. There's a lot that happened this update, just like a lot. But the main things that we're going to be looking at are these. Tesla, obviously, but I currently spent all my coins, so I don't have any. So maybe I'll get that by the end of the video, but we'll see. And then we got Accelerator, got reworked. Nah, I don't know if it got reworked. It just got changed. But first of all, 7,500. That is insanely expensive. That is just overpriced. Crook Boss, 2250. 12 damage though. Okay, Paintballer for finally only 100 a place. That's pretty good. Farm as well, $300. That's anything else. 5k, 850. You got changed as well. I think 5k. You're even more expensive. 600, 900. You got buffed. Definitely, you got buffed. Spotlight Tech, maybe a little bit changed. Executioner, you got changed. Alright, let's use you. Alright, let's hop in a match and see what's going on. So I can't exactly get the Tesla Tower because I have no coins, which is kind of sad because I was expecting it to be a gem tower, which is why you guys might have saw me have 4,000 gems, I think it was. Anyways, let's do an easy map, and yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're gonna ready up. Paintballer, only 100 a place. Range looks the same. It looks the same. 25. Whoa. What are we talking? $25 for an upgrade. So I can place a ton of. Are these gonna be like the new scouts, like Golden Scout? Like they only do 1 damage, but okay. Can we get this guy off the screen so I can actually see the stats? Alright, I don't know why we can't do that, but let's see. Gains hidden detection, explosion radius higher, and the range higher. 150, lower cooldown, 2 damage, and then the explosive radius is now 4. Okay. It doesn't show that it has hidden. Okay, now it does. Okay, and then the next upgrade, still for only 600, goes from 1 point, half the cooldown, more damage. What does that say? Bro, get out of my face. My goodness. Okay, and then explosive radius, so we're just gonna skip that. That doesn't matter, we have overheal. Okay, so I was thinking that this could be good for hardcore, maybe. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be good for hardcore. It's not gonna be that good for hardcore. If it had hidden, or if it had lead detection, I think it would be though. Alright, so I guess Paintballer still sucks, but at least it doesn't suck as bad because it's cheap. Alright, now let's see what's going on with this accelerator, or this executioner. I don't know why I keep saying what's going on, but yeah. So this looks the same, but I see the damage was up by 1. The cost was upped by, or no, it was lessened by $50, I think. Let's see, double. Okay, we're going up by 2 damage now, and I think the upgrade is $50 less as well. I believe this is gold Crook Boss, so I'll test what the normal one is maybe, but 2250 is pretty pricey for what used to be a starter tower. You can't get this off the bat. You gotta get like 2 supply drops or something. Also, he's gonna leak by. I'm gonna skip wave, and okay, we can afford this guy. 12 damage every 0.8. Goes to 14 and then less cooldown. So is it basically the same, or is it maybe the dummies? Let's wait for the dummies. Alright, dummy spawn. Let's see. 40 HP. 4 damage every 0.6. Hidden detection. Probably also flying. Okay, that's really good. That's way better. But this is also golden, so I'm not sure what the regular is. I guess we'll find out eventually. Or you will. I'm gonna start farming. I saw that the limit was increased to, I think it was 12. So we can place just more and more and more of these, I guess. I'm kind of sad that they changed farm, even in the slightest. I feel like it was perfectly balanced. Like, how could it be unbalanced if it was balanced for all that time? I just don't understand. So there's 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's a lot of farming. I'm pretty sure they're just a little bit more pricey when you just place them, but yeah, I don't think. Oh, no, wait. Actually, I think it got $50 cheaper. With the money making, I think it's the same. I'm not sure, but I think it is. I'm gonna upgrade some more farms here, because now we have a lot of farms. That's actually a lot more than we could. 4 extra, 50% more farms. That's actually a lot when you think about it. Alright, so I spammed down some paintballers, and this might be a viable strategy. This is probably like $1,000 for like 10 towers, which is crazy. I don't know if that'll actually help us, but I guess we'll see. Also, these breakers are breaking through, so don't know exactly what I'm gonna do there. I'm gonna have to napalm strike him. Alright, and he still gets by, of course. Alright, and what you guys were all here to see, the accelerator. Shout out Dankskin. 9,000? Holy crap. Alright, the first upgrade's a little pricey, but I mean, 11,000 overcharge? Yo, charge! Charge! What are you doing? Okay, so that's something I see. He takes like 10 business days to actually charge. Interesting, I guess, but yo, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Hey, whoa, just attack, Nah, bro. How long do you take to charge? Please don't tell me it's like 10 seconds. So I don't exactly know if this was supposed to be like, look at that, the animation is broken. He does the thing and then he attacks like 3 seconds later. They need to fix that for the dank skin, but 11,000 overcharge just seems crazy. The damage has to be way less for that to even be fair. Like, I understand that the overcharge or the cooldown for this is like super long. What is that, like 5 seconds? But like, he can attack for basically forever. Like, he's not gonna stop for a long time. He's only at 800 and he can get to 11,000, which is enough to kill like 5 or 10 of these, like 5 to 10 of these guys. A lot of these guys. I don't know the math, maybe 5, but that's a lot of damage. Next upgrade goes to 18,000. Okay, I don't know why it's 9999. 30,000 overcharge. Okay, what I'm seeing here though is that it's 40 damage, even though I think the cooldown is higher. It has to be. There's no way that the price was just increased and it can do this much damage. Like, it's still attacking. It's still going to be attacking multiple waves later. Like, this is not fair. This is crazy overpowered. Just take out anything. And he finally stops attacking. He didn't even finish his thing. Also, I think the range is... It looks maybe a bit bigger. Maybe I'm tripping or something. Alright, I'm here in a sandbox mode just to test out some towers. And first thing I see, Necromancer is like... It used to cost, I think, 3,000 to place. Maybe. I think I'm wrong. I don't know what it used to cost to place. But now it's 4,200, which is not normal. When I place it down, 15, that's higher than it used to be, 100%. Let's spawn some enemies in real quick, though. Alright, we spawned in the 6,000 HP guy. Let's see here. Upgrade it. 20, 30 damage. I think that's the same. 45 damage. Okay, that's way higher. 65k. It used to be 44k, and I thought that was expensive. It does get lead detection though. Alright, so now it does 30 every 0.4. Yeah, that's a big buff. And then he's gonna place his... Alright, let's see what happens when I do that. Oh my goodness, giant skeleton now has 1500 HP. Actually, was it like that or not? I can't remember. Alright, let's place down an executioner. That looks... I think that's the exact same at max level, so no point in that. Let's see, Ranger, let's see what happened to you. The cooldown is way higher. The range is... I don't even know why they buffed Ranger's range. It seriously doesn't need it. It already has full map coverage on most maps. But we lower the range. Okay, these upgrades are just basically the same, but now it's less damage, more cooldown, more range. Alright, so now it's gonna do only 875 damage, but it's gonna have more explosive impact, I guess. Not gonna lie, I don't think that's worth it. I think that's kind of a scam. Also, Gold Crook Boss, 36 every 0.2. And what we've all been waiting for, Maxed Out Accelerator, which, by the way, now has a bigger box. Kind of weird. But anyways, 55 every 0.1. That is like half the damage. I'm pretty sure it was 110 every 0.1 back then. But it does make up for it with 100,000 overcharge. Alright, so I'm gonna sell you 300 HP is crazy though. Alright, let's see here. The prices 2k, 4.8, 999, 30k, 67k. So it's a lot more expensive, is what I'm seeing. Let's spawn in a tanky guy. Alright, let's see. How well does Accelerator do against this? Charge up. Takes a long time to charge. And I mean, he still obliterates it, but it's not as fast. The thing is though, he's never gonna run out of overcharge. Also, I don't know why that beam is still broken. It doesn't make any sense. Alright, I know Brawler also got changed a bit. Okay, this is way cheaper, but it doesn't increase the damage. It just does the cooldown. Also, the cooldown I think is a lot higher than it was normally. Okay. Now I upgrade this. 6 to 10. That looks pretty normal. A little. I think it looks like a nerf, to be honest. Pack a punch. Unlock reposition. It does 15 damage off rip now. Finally. Okay, we'll upgrade it again. Alright. This is, I think that's a new name for it. Looks about the same though. And then this is, I think these are new names for it or something. Overall, Brawler got nerfed. I'm pretty sure. I think it was 85 or 0.65. I think that was what it was. Which I think has higher DPS than this. Alright, so towers I know that did get changed are Hunter. Let's see. 96 at level 2. That is insane. For only 5,296 damage. Alright. Hidden detection, 9,400. 225. That is insane. Insane DPS. Alright. Pyromancer. This is gold pyro, by the way. Cooldown goes down. Interesting. This upgrade is going to be very good, actually. But it does actually have a max hits, which is probably the reason why it can have higher DPS. That kind of sucks. Alright. Gold Flame. This looks the same, but the max hits is going to be a problem. Max hits still. Everything basically looks the same, but... Yo, wait. What is the range on this, though? The range got majorly buffed. Alright. Everything basically looks the same except the range. And then the max hit is going to be weird. Does have more DPS though to outdo that though. Alright, so we already saw some of this. Extremely cheap, 20 damage every 0.7. Not bad, pretty cost efficient for only $6,000. But what I really wanted to see was Hacker. It does 0 damage now at level 1 and level 0, but now does slowing. Upgrade it once. Hidden detection, Wire fraud is now 12.5 to 15. Now it goes from 2 synapses. Okay, enemies converted have higher health. So, okay, level 3 finally does damage. Slowness is better. And I think that's it. Okay. Does more damage. Synapses is now 3 at level 4. It's different. Wire fraud is increased. Slowness is increased. Cloning tower is 90%. Okay, I think everything is the same. Okay. Now let's go for a rug pull. Okay, yeah, we got some big changes here. Mainly the cost, and then the fact that it does like no damage now. It's crazy. Another one is Ace Pilot. Let's see. Grease guns, same thing. Bombs away is a little bit pricier, but it also makes it do more damage. Still don't know why that's bugged and upside down. Aerial Ace, I think that's cheaper. I think it used to cost $22.50. The cooldown goes lower, more range. Okay. The range is actually pretty big now though. Spy plane, that's cheaper. I think it used to be 3,800. Hidden detection, 4 to 6. Upgraded bombs. Okay. Spy plane. Surgeon. Wait, this tower might be actually good for hardcore now. Now that it has hidden, flying, and the bombs can do explosive damage. Could be good now because it's cheaper. Surging Sky, 6 to 15. No one's really getting Ace Pilot for the max level, although this skin does look pretty nice. These are some crazy changes. These will change the game, especially for me because I play a lot of hardcore, and some of the main towers like Crook Boss, Accelerator, Farm were changed. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do a live stream on that and see how if I can actually beat it solo now. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Have a good day, and yeah. Bye.